I'm Brad Laddusaw, president of CMA. We're here in Newport Beach, California for our fall conference. One thing we're going to be doing over the next year or two are going to be just having some casual sit downs with our members, try and pull them out from behind the logo. We all know we've been in the industry. We all do deals. We all have fun. We all think we're the best thing since sliced bread, but who are our members? And that's really what we're going to be highlighting here. So that being said, I want to introduce you to Andrew Forbes, and you take a few seconds to introduce yourself, your company, the types of deals you're doing, and kind of run us through the gambit there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, Brad, for having me, and we're happy to be down here in Newport Beach. So as Brad mentioned, Andrew Forbes with Forbes Company. So we were founded in 1921 by my great-grandfather. I stepped in about 3 years ago, and I've been kind of in it for my whole life. I've seen my dad, working every day, and I've always been around it, and I've always had a significant interest in it. And now that I've joined, I've loved it. So basically what we do is we originate private money loans, $50,000 to $5 million, business purpose, multifamily, industrial, some retail, office on occasion, and then obviously single family. But we steer clear of construction loans and vacant land.
So you said 1921?
1921.
Holy shit. So definitely multi-generational.
Yes.
What you guys have, and I think that's what's fascinating about this industry. It's how malleable it can be and how you could literally be lending through some of the worst times in history and still survive.
Yeah.
So you said your dad is a member. How long has your dad been involved in CMA?
I think my dad's been a member for roughly, 30 years. I remember he told me a story that he went to his dad when he had first heard about CMA, and he wanted to come down to a conference in Southern California. And his dad said, I don't see a point in that. You can pay your own way, but you're welcome to go, but I'm not paying for it. So he went, and he is a past president. He's on the board, and he's the one who encouraged me to join. And he loves it. A lot of these folks here, friendly competitors, are some of his best friends, hang out, at these conferences as well as outside of these conferences.
And I think that's a big misconception about coming to some of these conferences. It's everyone's kind of shielded and hidden on what they're doing. But I feel in attending these conferences for CMA, what separates it from some of the others is just the practitioners, the service providers, their willingness to share.
Yeah.
You and I were joking around off camera, a few times over the past few months. So
maybe over a beer
or three
or two.
Yeah. So the first time you attended CMA, what was your feedback? Unfiltered. So
at first, I was kind of forced to go with my dad, and I didn't know anybody, and I wasn't really sure what to expect or anything. And I was a little bored. I was bored, and then also scared by a lot of the compliance. But I thought, I don't know if I'll go back to this. And then I was forced to go to the second one, and now I look forward to coming to these. And I learned something new every single time. Every hour you're learning something new. And as you mentioned, the opportunity to talk with other people who are friendly competitors. I'd hardly even call any of us competitors. It's a fantastic opportunity to bounce ideas off of each other. You can get into nitty-gritty details on loans and each other's business, and just you're learning stuff rather than stealing information. So it's great from that standpoint.
So what was the shift and pivot mentally for you when you started?
Meeting you, Brad, of course.
The baby blue eyes. Huh?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. The mustache. No, really, it was learning, being more involved just in the business itself, and learning the importance of how much I didn't know, even though I do have my dad who has a wealth of knowledge. But it's being around, one person can only teach you so much. And so being surrounded by so many knowledgeable people who have decades of experience, and there's no loan that's the same, there's no borrower, there's no situation that's the same. So the more people you can surround yourself with that have this vast experience, it's if you can just pick up on a little bit of it, it has proven to be valuable. And so it's that. So it's the knowledge, the education, and also just the personal relationships.
We're going to do a complete 180 here.
Okay.
Who is Andrew Forbes? What do you do for fun? scratch real estate, scratch loan business. We know that's where we spend most of our time.
That is, you know, 90%.
What makes you tick? What do you do for fun?
So I love golfing. Love going up to Lake Tahoe, doing boating, wakeboarding, snow skiing. So just kind of everything outdoors. Like to exercise, but I'd say golf's the main one. So yeah.
Well,
how about you, Brad? What are you doing for fun these days?
I've been trying to figure out how to raise 2 kids one day at a time.
Good.
It's probably why I drink a little bit too much bourbon on the weekends. But other than that,
at least
golf,
you're keeping it to the weekends.
Yeah, I swing the sticks as well. I try and get in the water as much as I can. We live down in Oceanside, so my oldest has got the bodyboarding bug. So the 3 of the last 5 days we've been in the water. Yeah. Which has been a blast. So it's if you don't use it, you lose it. Yeah. You got to keep moving, and that's what I try and do. And then,
absolutely.
Well, Andrew, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate you sitting
Appreciate
down,
it.
and we'll grab a couple drinks later.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.